Hey guys, I want to give you just one guess at what we're learning about today. Any guesses? There shouldn't be anything giving it away on the screen. If you said money, you're right. That's what we're going to be learning about today. So, some fun stuff for math. All right, so on this first page here, I just wanted to show you all what all of the dollar bills that circulate in our country look like. So I am guessing that you all have seen all of these bills aside from maybe the $2 bill. Maybe you all have not seen those, but you can see the differences in the color of these bills. They're all the same size, but you can see what they really look like in real life. So you can see that I've put the obvious amounts next to each bill. By looking at a dollar bill, it's very clear to know how much it is worth, but I just wanted to focus a little bit more on how it is written. Okay, so I want you all to look there at the dollar sign. I hope that you've all already seen a dollar sign, but it is an uppercase S with a line down the middle. Okay, so on the left side of the screen, the 100, 20, and the 5, I want us to look at that side first and how I have written those dollar amounts. I want you all to see that the dollar sign comes first before the dollar amount. Okay, so you see 100 there, and then you see 20, and then you see 5. And then down there at the bottom, I wrote $1. Okay, so we don't say dollars 100, dollars 20, dollars 5. Although that sign comes first, it's just letting us know that we are talking about the amount of money. Okay, so you would still say $100. But please remember, when we're talking about dollars, the dollar sign comes first. All right, and then there on the right, the 50, the 10, and the 2, you all will notice that I've added 2 zeros and what looks like a period, right? It is a period, but when we're talking about math, it is referred to as a decimal that has been added after the amount, like on the left side. Okay, so for the $50, you see 50, then you see that decimal point, and then 2 zeros. Can everyone see that there? I did it for the 50, the 10, the 2, and then I actually did it again for the 1 there on the bottom, the $1. I've added the decimal and the 2 zeros. Now, for the $1 bill, the way those numbers are written there are both correct. So, either way you see an amount of money written, if it's one of those two ways, if you're talking about dollars, they are both correct. Now, the reason it is important to know about that decimal and the 2 zeros that follow, those will come in handy when we are talking about cents. Okay, so speaking of cents, here are the 4 most used coins in the US. There is a $1 coin and a half-dollar coin, which do not circulate as much, which I actually should have added to this slide here. But these are the 4 most important ones you need to know. And they are the penny, the nickel, the dime, and the quarter. So, right away, is there anything you notice about what I have written on this page? I want y'all to look at it for just a minute. See if anything stands out to you. There might be multiple things standing out to you right now. But first, what I want you all to know is the amounts. So, the penny is the first coin that is listed there, and it is copper. So it's a different color than the rest of the coins. And it is only worth 1 cent. Now, the penny is not our smallest coin. Just because it is not the smallest does not mean that it is worth more than smaller coins. So you can see down there, skip down to the 10 cents. The dime is actually our smallest coin, but it is worth more than 2 of our coins. It's worth more than a penny, and it's worth more than the nickel. So the nickel, which is the second one down there, is worth 5 cents. I just said the dime is worth 10 and the quarter is worth 25 cents. Now, on the left side, you're going to see a C with a line through it. Okay? And on the right side, you're going to see the dollar sign. The C with a line through it is a little bit easier to remember just because it stands for cents. And as you can see at the top of the page, cents starts with a C. That will help you remember that sign. Now, do you all notice a difference in where I have placed that sign? It comes after the amount. Okay, so 1 cent, the cent sign comes after the amount of cents you have. Now, on the right, you see the dollar sign showing the same amount just written in dollars. Okay, so 1 cent is not a full dollar. So you can see right next to the dollar sign there is a 0 because we do not have a full dollar. The left side of the decimal is for the dollars, and the right side of the decimal is for cents. You can look down below for the 5 cents. It's very, very important for you to see that I have placed a 0, then a 5. Both of those two places always need to be represented when you have a decimal point and you're talking about the amount of money. Okay, so just like we talk about our tens place and our hundreds place, those need to be represented there with our money as well. So you have a ones place and a tens place for cents. Once you get to the hundreds, that's when we move into the dollars. Oops. Oh, I forgot to fix that on my slide. So we'll talk about those bottom two amounts first. Since my first two worked correctly, but the bottom two did not work correctly. That's okay. So what we're doing here is we are changing cents to dollars. Okay, so look below. So on the bottom half on the white part of the screen, I have 20 cents. There you can see that I have changed it to dollars. Now, where did I put the 20? I put it to the right of the decimal. If it had been to the left of the decimal, I would think it was $20. Can you all see how that would be incorrect? If you actually have 20 cents and you try to write it with your dollar sign and you don't put these cents after the decimal, then it will be an incorrect amount. Excuse me. Now below that, 405 cents transferred into dollars. There is, if we have 400, once we hit 100 cents, like at the top of our page there, 100 cents is equal to $1. Now, on the bottom there, we have 400, so the 400 equals $4. Okay, just like when we're talking about 400 and not talking about dollars, we can say we have 4 hundreds. Well, in this case, if we have 400 cents, we have $4. Okay, now before that $1 came up, I want you all to see something. Now, all that is happening here is you can imagine that your decimal is at the end, right next to your cent sign. Then, oops, you're going to move it over 1, 2 digits and add your decimal, and that will give you your dollar amount. Same for 230 cents. 230 cents would equal $2.30. Now, I'm going to go through this part just a little bit quicker. You all have your math textbook. The money section starts on page 37, and this page is talking about dollars and cents. So what you all are going to be doing for your homework is adding up these amounts of money. Okay, so add up all your dollars and add up all your cents separately. It's important that you know the amount of each coin so that you add it correctly. The little girl says, okay, we have a 10, then we add 5 to it, which makes 15, then 16, 17, 18, so we have $18. Then, as you can see there on that page, that actually is our $half. I did not have that on our slide previously, but the $half is worth half of a dollar, which is 50 cents. So you have 50 cents. The dime is worth 10 more, which gives us 60. The nickel is 5 cents more, which is 65 cents, and it tells us we have $18.65. Now, I want you to pay attention to the words dollars and cents because that will also be important for you when working through your homework. Okay? Now, you guys are going to come back to page 37 in just a minute, but I'm going to have you all look. This is on page, this just covered it up. I'm looking at my, that would go, okay, page 40, sorry. On page 40, I just want us to take a quick look at this because we'll talk more about this on Thursday, but just to plant the seed in your mind for this week, I want you all to look at number 11 there. We're going to be talking more about the dollar and even beyond the dollars and adding money and all of that on Thursday. But I want you all to already start thinking about the $1 as 100. So see there, it says $1 is 60 cents, and what other amount would equal 100 cents? 40 cents, right? So 60 cents and 40 cents equals $1, and $1 equals 100 cents. Now, I just want to apologize to you. I hope that maybe you all have some money at home that you can practice with, but I will also be providing a document that you could print out some money for home, or if you have a game of Monopoly, that might be a fun way of having some money that you can practice counting out, because it's really good to actually see the money. This is always really fun in adding and exchanging money, but that's something you all can do at home. I hope you have those resources, or like I said, I will be providing that for you all. But lastly, for math today, on page 37, I want you all to look at number 1 on page 37 and complete A, B, C, and D. I want you all to on a whiteboard or a separate piece of paper, write down the amounts of money that are listed there for each of those. And that is all you have for math today. I hope you all enjoy this section on money. I think it'll be really fun, and I hope you enjoy it.